And we're back.
We're back. And I am getting a little dunk.
Yeah, he totally was trying to jinx this entire thing. It was very interesting watching him try to operate the whole system. First things first.
Gave it over the limit.
I'm beginning to think that's what it is, but I can't believe you're over the limit already. So we're leaning towards that as a name.
Per the commercial, buzzed is...
What?
You ever saw that commercial?
Buzzed is?
They were talking about it on commercials, like, even though you're buzzed, it's still considered a DUI.
Oh, okay. Well, you are. So here's Janus and Schala. Got some backstory on this. I'm such a big Chrono Trigger fan that my Final Fantasy XIV character is actually based off. And Shadowrun were named after Janus Zeal. Janus Zeal, not Magus. I actually didn't like Magus as much, but the little kid, for some reason...
Isn't that the same person?
It is the same person, but when him as a little kid, at least he was more personable, I thought. Because all he did was talk about the Black Wind, had the little kitty. Don't pet my kitty. But, just to say, how long I've actually been a big fan of this game is back when the interwebs were young and infancy. Yeah. I actually got my first internet experience of doing things on internet chat rooms. And I used to story game in these chat rooms, and of course I had a Janus Zeal type character. And the basis of Janus was basically, I need to find my sister. He's still looking for Schala after all those years. Now he's an adult, he's grown up, and I can't walk off ledges apparently. So he ends up meeting all these different people and helping them out through trials and tribulations. And the evil side of him, the part that made him Magus, would constantly be a problem for him. Why aren't these guys moving? There we go. I want to be the wind monster.
Oh, okay. Something I have to mention about this, because not a lot of people know this.
Okay.
So, the sword you have is Masamune.
Yep.
Okay. I also have a game called Muramasa. You know in a lot of games there's Muramasa.
Yep.
Do you know the difference between the two?
No.
Okay. They were both blacksmiths back in the age of, Edo and all that.
Okay.
So, they have a legend where Muramasa challenged Masamune, who was supposedly his teacher. And Muramasa actually created evil blades.
Can I break this thing right now? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I want to just break it right now. It won't let me, will it?
I guess not.
Darn it.
But, so Muramasa was actually creating evil blades used for, bad things.
Okay.
Masamune had blades like Sephiroths, which were,
really long,
but they're supposed to be peaceful blades, not used unless they had to. So, in the legend, they fought each other, and then Masamune became a demon, and, things like that. But in reality, Muramasa was 100 years before or I should say Masamune, yeah. He's 100 years before Muramasa even created a weapon. So, but I thought that was kind of interesting, because I learned it because I'm learning the Japanese stuff. So I was like, okay, who the hell is Masamune? Because I want to know. And then I found out, I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So holy blades are Masamune in Japanese.
That's interesting to know.
But then why was Sephiroth holy one?
Yeah, it's Sephiroth, Alright, so I gotta remember exactly what I gotta do here. Schala holds up the pendant, the door opens. We hold up the pendant, nothing happens. I gotta remember who's supposed to recharge it. Oh, that's right. Ding, I remembered!
Ding, 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 ding.
Out of the way, New.
Oh, you just forgot to do it?
No, I tried to do it before. It didn't work. You had to see Schala use hers before it would actually work for you. So it's just one of those picky moments in RPGs that, happen a lot.
Like Cloud wearing a dress?
What?
Like Cloud wearing a dress?
Cloud wearing it? Oh, God. It's one of those memories you never forget.
If you don't tell me, I'll chop it off.
You make me want to rip them off.
No, I love that. It's like, if you don't do it,
I will. Yeah, they say all kinds of things. I will chop them up. No, don't do that. It's probably the most hilarious part of that entire game.
yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Speaking of which, somebody asked me, it's going to be February.
What happens in February? Oh,
Final
you're going to be doing
Fantasy
that?
Yep. Gee, I wonder who the prophet is.
I don't know. He's just some guy who looks like a black mage.
Just some guy. With really long hair.
I want to know what the deal with Dalton is. This guy's a little crazy. I hate this thing.
Because it does demi on you?
It's not really demi, but yeah. There are black balls involved. That thing.
Hey everybody, see my balls?
Ow! I don't think I'm supposed to win this fight. What do you think?
Nope.
Well, I'm going to get a shot off anyway. Ninpo! Copycat technique!
Hair of Jutsu!
He kind of looks like a molester. I mean, look at him. He's got those groping hands and that weird face. Hey, little kid. I got some candy.
He looks like Jabba the Hutt, brother molester.
Jabba the sex offender.
Misa Wuta Pinchy Pinchy.
Voodoo. He doesn't hurt as bad when he's actually copycat techniquing. Of course, that would have killed most bosses by now.
Yeah.
And I think she's dead. Yep. It's all you now, Chrono.
Yeah, use those crits.
Yeah.
Copies physics.
That's when it goes, oh, owie. Wait a minute, is that cheating? Don't you get an F for that?
For what?
Copying?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, like, grades. Copy physics. Never mind. That was a bad joke. That was actually terrible.
Fucking physics.
Fucking physics.
Even though it's not related to physics, I always want to get a teacher a leak throwing a boomerang and come right back in his face and go, fucking physics!
Fucking physics. Damn it, who came up with this?
Shala, hit Shala.
No, actually, I got something better for you.
What?
The queen tells her to do that thing. God, she hates that mammoth machine. She ain't no Schala-back girl. Ain't no Schala-back girl. I'd been saving that for 2 days.
Oh, that's bad. The one I was doing was actually Dragon Ball, the actual Dragon Ball Z Japanese opening.
Oh.
God, I'm a bad girl.
Ain't no Schala-back girl. Ain't no Schala-back girl. See, the kitty likes him.
Don't touch him! You'll break the timeline!
Paradox! Paradox! He just kicks me right back out. Hey, guess what? We're sneaky time travelers.
You ever seen the movie The Adventures of Baron Munchausen?
Yes.
I love that movie with the time. And there's also the traveling midgets and stuff like that.
Time traveling midgets.
Yeah. Or, I don't know if they're midget wars. I forget what they called them.
It's been a while.
But I love that movie. It was actually pretty cool.
Beautiful ladies! Schala-back girl. She looks a little depressed.
Did your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard?
I don't know. I can't really tell that pixel rendered breasts. I don't know how big they are. I think Chrono flipped him off on his way through the portal, though. You see him raise his hand when he goes in there. He's like, "Fuck you!"
Just not the.
Yeah, it wasn't like the like you could see us guys, but you know.
Not the German one.
Yeah. I like the English version.
I like the Japanese version.
You like the Japanese version?
Yeah. Of course, the British version, they just put too much effort into it. You know,
Yeah.
you only have to use one finger.
Yeah, but they have two, and you have to do the along with it. So.
Put that retro exam.
Maybe that's where they got the idea of is like. Is that the sound it makes when you get one? I don't know. It's time to go back, Link.
Back to the Future?
Back to the future.
As long as you don't make me kiss my mom.
Ooh. Does it count as incest if you're not born yet?
Yes. Same bloodline.
Oh, that's gross. Excuse us, boys. Pardon us coming through.
Those things remind me of Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Yeah. Pet Monkey.
Oh, I was thinking, oh, for some reason, Powerpuff Girls popped in my head when you said that.
Did you know they're remaking that shit?
Are they finally?
They're making it CG, though.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of lame,
I saw the preview for it, too.
That'd be kind of lame. I loved me Powerpuff Girls.
That was actually a pretty damn good show.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, those shows were actually really good. Dexter's Lab and all that shit.
No idea what you're talking about, DD.
DD!
DD!
That's like a Fred Fredberger DD. D.
Ooh, what does this button do?
That Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, God, Johnny Bravo. Okay, guys, welcome to Flashback to the 90s.
Half of you don't even know what the hell we're talking about.
Especially that last part.
God. Excuse me, baking powder?
Bacon. Do you smell bacon? I smell bacon.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any grape on? Yeah, they definitely won't get that reference.
Good chunk of them. I mean, you definitely will have your diehards that definitely will know that part.
Oh yeah, that or the people who had the cool dads that actually showed them that shit.
Right.
But if you're sheltered and deprived, no, you won't. Do you have to race this fucker again?
I do not, actually. I'm going to show people something special. You do not have to do the race the first time. You don't have to do the race anytime. You could just run the gauntlet. And believe me, that's exactly what this turns into. But I figure because of the fact that oh, look at that, 3 tomato
Well,
thunder.
you need some label.
I do need some
labels.
I need some labels. Is that like lederhosen?
Yeah, it's like lederhosen. Besides, by this point, you can rape them.
Well, with Masamune and Hero Metal, certainly.
Oh, I know where you're going now. Oh, God, yeah.
I'm going to get... No spoilers.
I'm not doing any spoilers. Because I remember I did this, and I was like,
what was that? Tentacle sex!
I remember I was back in the future, and then I was like, go to that one part you're about to go to. I was like, how come these guys are hurting me? I'm back into this place.
Glenn's not having it. He's never been here before, and he's like, what the hell is that? I'm gonna kill it!
Kill it with fire!
Kill it with criticals! There are chests to be had in here if you go this way, so... Problem is... You have to deal with all kinds of crap.
Ew, it spewed!
Ew! It's a... cum hydrant? Is that what... Is that...
Sounds like a bad dragon. Come hydro.
They shouldn't survive that, so... Yeah, you can totally plow through this. When you're first here, not so much. I got a race log.
What the hell does a race log do?
It just keeps track of your best scores attained. Like, if you'll notice in the race segment, you get points while you're in the lead only. So this log kind of keeps track. If you wanted to actually sit there and race back and forth, you could.
For what?
Just for the sake of doing it.
Bragging rights?
Yeah. Like, well, I don't know. I mean, let's go back in the day. Me and my sister, we were highly competitive on the Super NES's Mario Kart.
That's me and my sister were too. We were also competitive on Bubble Bobble.
Well, we would do the time trials.
Yeah.
And like whoever had the top score, we would hold that against each other, and we totally did that. That and what was that music game? God, I can't remember the name of it now.
What?
My sister, if you're watching this, you got to comment, leave a comment, and tell me what game that was.
Like, comment, subscribe.
If you like us not remembering what the hell we're talking about in the old days, like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, when you say, see, one game we need to get to play that was actually a really fun racing game was Rock and Roll Racing.
I was never a big fan of that one.
Really?
I didn't like it.
That was so. You should play it now.
You think I'd like it now?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm older?
If you did multiplayer.
You said taste change with age. Is that what you're trying
yes,
to
I am trying to say.
Okay. Just checking.
So what are games were you and your sister actually competitive on?
Well, it was those two. Like we would just be all back and forth on each other on like the whoever had the top score or the fastest time. So those were the only two that I can remember that we were highly competitive on. But
see, me and my sister was Mario Kart. It was Bubble Bobble. It was F-Zero.
Yeah, I never had Bubble Bobble or F-Zero, so
we need to play that. I have it.
I hope I'm going the right way. It's been a while.
Is it right though?
It should be in here, I think. I'm supposed to go through here. What I'm looking for is Balthazar, and I think it's it. But we'll find that out on our next episode.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da.